All right, guys, I did a poll on Facebook with my last movie in movie theaters with everything happening, like, everything being on the big screen, going to my local TV, which I don't know if I'm going to spend $20 to watch some of these, but I might have to just to put it on this part of the channel where I see it in theaters, but it's not really in theaters, but it's a theater movie, but you see it at home. So it's in a weird territory. Where should I put these? Anyway, the last one I actually saw on a big screen until the theaters open up is Bloodshot, the Vin Diesel one, and let's review see if his blood really is shot. So what is Bloodshot about? Of course, it has Vin Diesel and Guy Pearce in it, and those are the two main actors. Oh, and Toby Kebbell, I think that's what his name is. Anyway, so what's this movie about? Well, Vin Diesel is a soldier, and he goes into combat, but a bad guy tortures him and kills him. RST, Guy Pearce's company decides, we are going to bring you back to life, because what he does, he takes these soldiers that are in bad situations, blind, no legs, something happened to their lungs, and enhance them into kind of like super soldiers. But Vin Diesel, he's separate and different because he actually has these nanobites in his blood, and the blood kind of makes him invincible, and he really can't die. So, yeah, there is that. So what I like about this movie, it is a fun little movie. The action set pieces are pretty sweet in this movie, and that's also a positive negative for this movie, because you know what? Those fight set pieces were pretty graphic, and they should have pushed the boundaries a little bit to an R rating. And also the action set pieces, even though they were cool, they kind of showed the only 2 or 3 action set pieces that were actually in the trailer, so that was also pretty much a bummer. Of course, there were some twists and turns in this movie, but it was a silly, fun action movie. If you like the Vin Diesel stuff he does outside Fast and Furious, or with the Fast and Furious, you're going to like this movie. It is better than the last Triple X, because I thought Triple X, like the return of Xander Cage, was awful. I mean, yes, that was a young guys. That was an awful movie. But yeah, this is just a fun, silly movie. It was really silly, and I laughed at a lot of stuff, probably for the wrong reasons. So the first reason why I laughed, Vin Diesel's in the military. He comes home to his wife. He takes off his ABU blouse, or whatever, the Army Combat Uniform blouse. It's a freaking wife beater underneath his blouse, okay? He literally rips it off and runs to the car. You're at a military base. Where's your, shirt underneath it? Army combat shirt. You have it. It's basically, I wore one in Africa. It's very nice. It's comfortable. You don't need to wear a wife beater underneath it. But when he took that off, running to his wife, Gina, I laughed hard in the movie theater, because I'm like, really? We're doing this? Really? And then the bad guys in this movie, one of them is basically one of the guys from RST that has no legs. You really don't know why he's the bad guy. You don't really know why he hates Vin Diesel. You understand why Guy Pearce is kind of the bad guy for using Vin Diesel to kill people that Guy Pearce wants to kill. But the guy with the no legs, you don't really know why he hates Vin Diesel with a passion. You just know that he just doesn't like him because he's in love. I don't know. So that was a very weak part of the movie, was actually the bad guy and like their actual motives of why they don't like Vin Diesel's character. This movie does kind of like, you think this movie starts at the beginning of his adventure. It doesn't. It starts like 5 years into his adventure. So that's kind of interesting. And I do wish they kind of showed the whole adventure instead of the 5-year mark on. So to me, that was a little bit of a bummer, because you kind of just have to speed up, like, okay, quick, go, go, go. So I wasn't expecting to be rushed the movie, and I felt like I was rushed in this one with the Bloodshot. But overall, it was silly fun, some good humor, just straight silliness in it. If you know military background, you're going to laugh, because some of it's like, that doesn't work like that. But yeah, Bloodshot, silly, cheesy, fun. And I do wish they pushed the R rating with this one, because that scene in the tunnel that you see in the trailer, that could have been a really cool, just gory, ridiculous R-rated scene. But it is what it is. It's PG-13, and it's about to be on your screen in your living room near you. So Bloodshot will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futons. It goes at 50%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics at 30% with 119. Audience score 78. They're more forgiving with 1364. And here's critic consensus. Bloodshot gives Vin Diesel a solid opportunity to indulge in old school action that should satisfy fans, even if the end result is disappointingly mediocre. I mean, you've seen it before. This is based on a comic book. I haven't read the comic book, but I'm giving it down the road, because like I said, I do wish they would have given a little more details with some of these characters, why they don't like each other, why they're doing what they're doing. You just kind of get jumped in, which that could be a positive for someone. Like they just want to jump into it. But this one, I wish I had a little bit more background information with what people were doing. Anyway, do you agree with the 50, the 78, or the 30? Chase out the Blue Futon, comment, subscribe. One of the things, Bhutan, Toby, Bhuftonius. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And yeah, who knows what's going to happen with the movie theaters. This will be my last one I've seen in the theaters until I don't know when. Trolls and Saint Marid is actually going to theaters on April 10th. Who knows if that actually gets pushed back or not. We will see. But anyway, Chase Zaki, thank you for watching. And thank you for indulging me in this adventure.